Okay, we are live. A little bit over there. I'm sorry. We're a little bit skittish. The girls, I was about to say are really tired, but it's coming across like I'm clearly the tired one. Today has been a massive day for the girls. Okay, will you introduce yourselves really quickly? Go.
So I am Kate.
I'm Josie.
And we're the squad. Yeah.
But today was a massive day because today was moving day to a new gym.
Yes.
Big new project.
That's why we're filthy with dust and paint.
And wearing massive clothes. We've been moving since 6 a.m.
Yeah. So we're almost there.
Yeah, nearly.
But the fact that they're doing this is pretty cool because I know I haven't moved a gym, but I've moved house. I moved house like 12 times at one stage.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
I know. I moved house a lot. That's not what this is about tonight though. Tonight is Commit to Fit, so our topic is fitness. People have been sending in questions. I'm going to see your comments that are coming up here, and I'm interviewing the girls, so it's very exciting. I'm going to start with the first one to keep me slightly on track because otherwise I'll just start rambling about moving.
So will we.
Okay, the first one is 3 basics of fitness you wish that everyone understood. So bear in mind, just to place this, the girls work with loads of clients. They've had loads of success with their clients. So what are the 3 things?
First, I think
you get to answer.
Firstly, it would be that consistency is key. It's boring. Yeah. No one likes consistency. We want quick fixes. But it really is a lifestyle change as opposed to a 4-week block of your life.
Yes.
Where you hope to fit into something or get stronger. It really is trying to change your lifestyle. So I think that's a misconception that people think, 4 weeks and I'll be there. Mm-hmm. But it's your life, really.
Yeah, and I also think that having the balance that you can go out and celebrate, so you do have your life gains as well as your like gym gains or your active gains or whatever you want to call them. It's important to have all the small celebrations in between and not to just skip out on cake because you're on a diet.
Yeah, exactly.
So the people who do well, so if they're consistent, celebrate life because that's important. Like you should. I always think a big thing with fitness is if people can't go into social situations and live their normal life because they're on a restricted fitness plan, that's it's just not sustainable.
No.
Yeah, definitely
okay.
not.
So what's the third one? Just to challenge you after your really long day. I'm sorry.
For me,
it's like a 14-hour day at this point.
For me, I think it was finding something that you enjoy doing. So I think people think that you have to lift weights or you have to swim or you have to run. You don't have to do anything. No. You find something that you enjoy and you do that more. So whether it's walking, running, horse riding, swimming,
training with the squad,
going to the squad, it's whatever you enjoy will keep you motivated for your life, not the 4-week block.
I agree. So we have consistency.
Yeah.
Be able to celebrate your life, the things you do, and do stuff you enjoy.
Yes.
I think that's really, really important.
Yeah.
Okay, now to flip it slightly the other way, general mistakes and pitfalls people make. Loads of people talk to me about fitness, so I'm just going to start, Ian. One of the things I would notice is people make their goals are so far removed from where they are now. Yeah. So if where they are now is like not a lot of movement and not a lot of activity, and then they go, do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to do CrossFit 6 days a week, and I'm going to be in a calorie deficit for the next 12 weeks, and da-da-da. But they're also working full time, they have kids, they have all that, and I just kind of feel sometimes people set themselves up for failure.
Yeah,
that's a big thing I see with people, and then they contact me and they say, I'm so disappointed, I set this goal, didn't work out, but I just think their goal was a little bit mad.
Yeah, like ease yourself in.
So that would be one pitfall I see. What other pitfalls do you see with people in fitness?
I definitely think that what you said there is an overall thing, because you do have to ease yourself in. You can't just, cut out everything, all the sugars and all the good stuff, and then cut out or start doing, like you said, 6 exercise days every day of the week.
Yeah, and they have unrealistic expectations. So if you think of your life in a week, your life isn't a day. So if you eat really healthy for a day, you're not going to lose weight. And if you the flip side, if you eat really bad in one day, you're not going to gain weight. So I think people think that they have to go, like, it's not linear. It's going to be up and down the whole time. So I think a lot of people think, well, if I do this, I'll get this result, but it's not always the case.
No, I agree. I think sometimes people can struggle with looking at things as a block, and this is something I learned a lot when I was a professional athlete. Everything was done in blocks. It was never about one session was never the key.
Yeah.
One thing was always like, okay, this is a 4-week block, or this is a 6-week block. And even like, let's say with the dietitian is like, it's about what you do over all the days. It's the cumulative effect. So I think thinking about things that way is really, really important.
And setting like mini goals
along
all the time.
way.
Because it's so unrealistic to think, oh, I've never ran before, but I'm going to run a marathon in June, and that's be your only focus. Whereas if you were able to run, you know, your 5k after X amount of weeks, and then your 10k, and then build it up, like people put themselves under so much pressure to reach that goal after, like for the marathon in June, which is so long, that you're setting yourself up for failure as well. So you just want to set mini blocks.
I got contacted by one of the members from my site recently, and they're really disappointed because they had set themselves a goal of a marathon this year, and they're really injured, and just absolutely no way they're going to be able to do it. And they were saying, like, how do you get over such a setback? And I'm just laughing because it says setback on the wall and no one else can see it. I'm like, the word is coming for me. But I was looking at it the opposite way. I was like, okay, there's one thing you can't do. There's loads of other stuff she could do. So figure out what you can do, and you know, whatever the injury is, get some advice from a physio and figure that out. But I was so sad for her because she was so disappointed in herself, and I was going like, don't be so disappointed. We beat ourselves up very easily when it comes to fitness, and I don't think it should be an area in people's lives that you use to give out to yourself about. It should be something that brings a lot to your life.
A lot of that is social media's fault as well, when you're so obsessed with comparing yourself to, there's so much on social media now that you can just go on and see, you know, is Susan's squatting this and I can't do this, and a lot of it is your own self-comparison and how you control that.
Very hard. Fitness on social media is something I massively struggle with. I struggle with some of the content that's put out. So what I do, I unfollow a lot. And I do this kind of social media fitness and food cleanse every now and again, where I just unfollow stuff that's putting me in a bad, negative mindset about fitness or food. It's not reality. It's like you're comparing when you're being the hardest on yourself, you're comparing someone's best version that's highly filtered.
And of course people only post their best version of themselves.
Absolutely.
So you're right.
Okay, so next question. So you two, the two of you, help clients reach their fitness goals all the time. You've huge success with it. It's like, so I used to kind of follow the girls before we started doing a bit of work together. So I was kind of like in the background, kind of creeping and stalking on them and seeing what they're doing. So I know they've been doing a brilliant job. Your clients that are successful and they do what they want to do, what is the difference between them, saying, clients who aren't quite as successful? What do you think are the main things that get them to their goals?
It's much like the answer to the first question. You have to be, I suppose, consistent to an extent, and also enjoy it, because you're not going to commit to something if your end goal is whatever. You're not going to commit to it unless you're enjoying it. If you told me that I had to run 5k every single day, there is no way I would enjoy it, so there's no way I'd continue doing it, so I'd have absolutely no commitment to that goal. Whereas if they are committed and they enjoy the thing that they're doing, and obviously our clients enjoy everything that they do with us, of course, but if they're enjoying it every time and they're enjoying all their sessions, then you're going to be more committed, and then it just kind of goes hand in hand.
And I think you need to be realistic. Like you can't compare yourself to, not like for like. You know, if you're a mother with 4 kids, you can't compare your journey to somebody who is 18. You know, you just,
it is not the same.
You can't.
As a mother with only one child, I can confirm it's not the same.
So you have to be realistic what you can achieve. You know, I back from an operation 9 months ago. I had to be really realistic in what I can achieve. Like I'm not going to bounce back. It's going to take me time. It's taken me really up until now, and I had to be realistic with my progress. And I think if I'd put unrealistic expectations, I would have failed. And I think that's why those clients who don't succeed, they have those unrealistic expectations, and then they think they should be further along their journey, and then they're like, I failed, I'm going to throw in the towel.
It didn't work for me. Whereas it's not that it didn't work, it's that what they tried to do and maybe the time frame.
You just need more time.
Just need more time.
Yeah,
I agree. Okay, very exciting. Can we tell people about Fit Blast?
Yes.
You gave me that look there that you didn't know. You're like, what is she announcing to the web?
Definitely didn't tell us that.